Perfect.
It's time to start.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey everyone.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Danica.
And I'm Jacquelin.
And this is our podcast called The Little Thing.
Yay.
We talk about life and amazing insights we're learning and things that are helping us grow.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us.
Yay.
Today we wanted to talk about social media and kind of share the impact it's had on our lives and what we're learning through it and I guess our journeys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey.
Mm-hmm.
Social media has taken over the whole world.
Yeah, it's impacting our lives every day.
Yeah, in so many ways. So many ways that we're not even conscious of, probably. But I'll just start with my story of technology. So I got my first cell phone when I was 9 years old, which is really young. But I wasn't allowed to text anyone. I was only allowed to talk to my grandparents and play that game Snake, you know? I got really good at it. And then at some point I turned older. Maybe I was like, I don't know. I want to say 12, but it might have been younger. I can't remember. And I got one of those sidekicks, those T-Mobile sidekicks. And I was, constantly talking to people and on AIM. And I think that's maybe when I was in, I want to say 7th grade, I got on MySpace. And I was on MySpace and learning how to, create my own presence on like a social site.
Mm-hmm.
And so that kind of was teaching me like I can create a profile of myself like online and connect with other people's profiles. And we had this safety of the screen, where we're creating a version of ourselves online. And I thought it was so amazing. I spent so much time like dedicating my time designing my page, putting music on there and learning how to code, because you low-key learn how to code on MySpace. You have to create your own page. It was really intense and advanced.
It was.
We were like advanced technology kids, and it's like 7th grade. And so yeah, I think that's when I started to learn about the idea of a part of myself is online. So I was becoming attached to this presence, this page, this person. And I think same thing when I was exposed to Facebook, I was attached to another version of myself online. And then Instagram, it was like another version of myself. And I think I started to get confused maybe with my real self and then the online self, or the selves online, and starting to really feel like very, very addicted to them or attached to them, or, whatever happened online, it was real, and I was getting confused with reality and then online reality. And I was also kind of taught to be very cautious about what I put online on these pages, because people might think something bad about me, or might think, they might judge me, or they might, perceive me as some way. And so that kind of taught me that what people think of me is more important than what I think of myself. And that was really damaging. So not being able to express myself freely online because I was scared of what people would think of the version of me online taught me to not be myself truly in real life, because people will think things about me in real life. So once I learned in real life that it doesn't matter what people think of me, and I can be who I want to be in real life, say what I want to say, and be this free person in real life, I was free online as well. I was freeing myself online. Like that version of Danica was free to say and do as she felt in the moment. And so that was a really huge journey, and that only happened like sometime last year. Mm-hmm. My online freedom happened after my personal freedom. And now social media is like a playground for me. I'm free to share my things that are inspiring to me, free to share my thoughts and my feelings and my emotions and, my whatever, because it doesn't matter. People aren't focused about you. People don't care, and like if they do, that's not your business. But I don't know, I just really wanted to share that I was really attached to my online self in an unhealthy way, and I'm sure a lot of people are experiencing that in this day and age, because it is so much a part of our culture, and it's really everything. You have to have a quote, you have to have a big following, or you have to have a certain like look or brand or something, and so we get confused with like, oh no, this is so important and I don't have these things, I'm not important. And we forget that like this online presence is not us, it's just a version of us, and it's not the end of the world, and it's not something to get so drowned in, because it's really easy to get confused. But yeah,
so true.
What do you think?
I think that's so true, and I think when you confuse your actual self with what people might see on your social media, it's very easy to do that to other people as well, and to confuse what you see on other people's social medias as who other people are, or like, just go around judging what you see on social media and kind of correlate that to like actual human beings. And it's also this interesting thing with social media where you like kind of witness other people's lives without actually being a part of their lives, which is really interesting, because that human connection is really important. But when you're like liking people's photos and stuff, there's still an element of human connection, just like via the TV screen. So for me, I think it's been most important to realize that like you have to take your relationships that really matter to you further than just on the internet. And commenting and liking, yes, so there's an element of like relating to other people in that way, but to really get to know someone and to really cultivate genuine relationships, you have to remove yourself from the internet and like actually have a honest conversation,
like to just be present with them in real time.
Yes.
I also remember like really feeling very addicted to getting likes.
Yeah.
Like I remember if I wouldn't get enough likes, I would feel so bad about myself. I would feel so insecure about whatever I posted, and I would delete it. And I would tell people like my photo, like just so it had a number of likes. And that's really sad. Like that's really addicted. That's a very desperate person addicted to feeling love from a human through that double tap, but that's not a real connection, like you're saying. Like that's just an online, I guess it is interaction, but it's not the same as like a real human thing. But I think in this day and age, we're confused. We think that the number of likes is the same as a real interaction, and it's so not. So we have to know that and not get confused, because
it's so easy. And then I think for me too, it's like I used to, because I don't really post a lot on my social media. I do go on my social media, but I'm not very active as far as like posting on my page. I'll repost things and stuff like that, but then there was a time where I felt like I have to post things, like if I want to keep up, then I have to be posting. And then it was this whole, what am I going to post? I got to get content. And then is my content good? Like, it was just the whole thing.
These are air quotes.
Air quotes on content and content good. Then I realized, like, if I don't want to post, I don't have to post. Like, no one's forcing me to participate in this thing called social media. And that's absolutely okay, too. Like, you don't have to keep up with the times, and if you like a picture, post it, and if you don't like a picture, don't, and it's okay, and you just get to do what you want. And it's so beautiful. Yeah,
that's so freeing. There's no pressure. Like, you don't have to become this online person. Like, you don't. And if you want to, great, like whatever you want to do, just do it, but stay true to what you want to do, and don't do something because you think you're supposed to. And that's when you get just not true to yourself, and then that will come back to you, and you have to learn something. To learn a lesson.
And you will.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. What was your lesson?
That just be genuine, and if people like it, they like it, and if they don't, they don't. And I want to put the message that I want to be received out into the world. And so the thought that I have to put into my social media is not about what other people will think about what I post, but my intention of what I want to post and how much love I want to spread into the world. And if I just stay true to that and I just, try to do that at all times, and it'll be received the way it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
Always.
That's the best part, because intention is felt, no matter what version of communication, if it's online, if it's in real life, if it's on the phone, like, we can tell those things as human beings, like, we know. So if you're being authentic online, people are gonna feel it, and so that's just the best way to be in all of your life.
That's so true.
In real life, online, wherever, in outer space, just be authentic. People will feel that and it will resonate, and if it doesn't, that's okay too. We post it, we let it go. Yeah. Yay. Like this, we're gonna post this, and we're gonna let it go.
Yeah. And out into the world to be received.
Yeah, so we hope it's received.
Absolutely.
Thanks for listening.
Yay, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for watching. For those of you who aren't watching, we're in the hallway of our job. We are so funny. We are holding our microphone. Yes. Yeah, maybe I wish you could post a photo with the podcast. It would be so funny. Check out our YouTube. Oh, yes. You can check out our YouTube and you'll be able to see what we look like right now. At YouTube, we are called The Little Things. So, yes. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you.
We love you guys. Thanks for sharing.
Happy healing.
Happy healing. Love you all. Have a beautiful day.
Bye.